All right, let's. I wish there was a way to just look at the matchup, a better way to look at the matchups in this. All right, take a look at Virginia Tech. Hardest game of the season. I passed the V's up. Some good. I wish I had these quarterbacks. Good running back. Look at these receivers. I bet. Oh Lord, this slot receiver is gonna be like a 95 speed. Hey, we do have the better tight end though. All we have. Might be one of those games I just try to run it. Wait. I think our receivers can match their DBs. The DBs just can't keep up, so hey, we might be able to get acceleration. And if our quarterback can throw 275 yards, he'll be our first 4K receiver. 4K quarterback. Oh, well, let me log in today. We'll connect. Oh, it did. Let's go. Uniform they coming out. Bowl game. Let's go. Our Blacks.
To Detroit, Michigan, the Motor City. Today here at Ford Field as a pair of teams collide, trying to emerge victorious in the Game Above Sports Bowl. Bowl games are not only a reward for how you played in the regular season, but can be a springboard into next year as well. As we'll see a squad from the ACC, the Virginia Tech Hokies, taking on a team from the MAC, the Kent State Golden Flashes. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, let's get this thing started. Kickoff team on the field, ready to start this postseason classic.
End of the season 4.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. So the Kent State Golden Flashes offense takes the field. Guys, it's been a long season. These two squads have had their fair share of battles, but today, David, they have a chance to end the season with a W.
Man, it's a little bit old school, right? With the bowl system, not as much to play for, but you get to put that uniform on again. And it should mean something. You had the bowl prep. You got to have some fun in a different city, Jesse. Now you get to go out and attack this game.
And it's another opportunity just to finish the season, right? To go out with a win. Both of these teams have taken this bowl game seriously. They've prepared. They feel like they're both ready to go. Winning this game is important to build momentum for next year, and also you want to send the seniors out with a W.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Back to pass. How about that play to get a hand in there and force the incompletion?
That is a tremendous job by the defender on that play, because when the ball was thrown, his head was turned around. He was watching the receiver, quickly spun the head, turned his shoulder, located the ball, and then knocked it down.
On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air.
Let's not make this like last year's last game of the season where we had to score on the very last play of the season to win.
The Golden Flashes come to the line with a fresh set of downs. The give to the tailback. Forges ahead, picks up about 3 to the 29.
And those body blows really, really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense tackle them, wear them out. Sometimes these 3 to 4 yard runs, later in football games, they turn into 5 to 15 to 20-yard gains.
Oh,
just
good
because of
broke.
the body blow effect.
All right, not a loss. Not a loss.
A lot of room there on that screen pass as it just never developed.
Those screen plays, you really want to sell it, get it to your running back, and get him to the second level. Get him running full head of steam on a safety, on a linebacker. He almost got going, but just got tackled before he could really do any damage.
It's a game of first downs, and they've got one out to their own 37. And the Golden Flashes start marching down the field.
Awesome job there on third down by the QB, working through his progressions. He wanted to go downfield, but the defense took everything away. So his eyes come down, he finds the drag route underneath, makes a good throw, and his guy does the rest to pick up the first.
Lost one on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. Wants to go up top. That's caught. It's Martin. Now the 8th play of the opening drive, but this time facing 3rd and long. Looking to throw, and he needs a bunch.
Oh, he hit Prince.
Down the middle. He's into the open down the middle.
Touchdown. What?
Game stopped just short of the end zone, but they're in business here with a first down.
Big play.
Third down is money down, and they were money. Great job getting the football to your playmaker, and then watch, after the catch, making the play, getting the big first down. Now you're set up in great position to go get 6 with a first and goal opportunity.
The coach wants the officials to have another look at the monitor. Using a timeout here, thinks the call is going to end up going his way. So he took a chance by using a timeout on the challenge, and it comes back to bite him. We'll see if he needs that timeout later. The Golden Flashes trying to pay off the threat on 1st and goal. He'll wedge it in there on the quarterback sneak. And he is just engulfed at the line by this giant defensive tackle. Can the defense stop them again on 2nd and goal? Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Golden Flashes.
How about the start?
That's
from
how we
this
want to start a bowl
offense?
game.
What a drive. Just when they needed a third down conversion, they got it. They put a bunch of plays together, kind of wore the defense out, and in the end, punched it in for 6.
Getting ready for the extra point after the first score of the game. And he's got the extra point, and it's 7-0 to start this one. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. So the Virginia Tech Hokies offense taking the field. First chance we have to see them today. Every team has impact players. What traits are you looking for when it comes to players who can make an impact, David?
Well, obviously, you want the main things, right? Speed, physicality, like all power. All those things are really, really
they're
good,
a pretty
but you also
balanced
need guys that
offense.
will hold people accountable, guys that will lead, and it's nice to have those guys on your team. They're the leaders of the team, and they're the best players.
And part of the reason why they're leaders is because these guys galvanize their teammates, right? We've seen time and time again, these dudes make plays, and it just sparks the sideline. It sparks the coaching staff. It sparks the fans. They're special players, and they all have to play well today.
Makes the grab. And he surges up to the 36-yard line, and they'll move the chains.
Well, your opponents scored on their opening drive. drive, so obviously no need to panic. But I know, having been in this situation as a quarterback, you want to answer right away. So really good to see him making some nice throws here
almost
on their
picked.
opening drive. He's going to try and see if he can get this thing tied up.
Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. Davis will throw. Just a short pass to the tight end. Found a little bit of room to operate, but he'll be stopped just short of the first down. The Hokies are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. He wants to throw it again.
Oh, they got us.
Over the middle, it's Wiggins.
I thought they would try to run it. I thought
Carving
there was like a
defense and getting
50-50
it down
team.
to the 24.
We always talk about Yak, and that was 3rd and very manageable. They were just
they're
throwing
moving
the
it
ball
on
with
us.
the sticks, just trying to pick up a simple first. But when you've got playmakers like that can do things after the catch, any play could be an explosive one, and you saw it right there. Tremendous job getting it to him early, and he does the rest.
Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. And the Hokies with myriad options after that big pickup on 1st down. They went right back to him, and this time the defense was all over him. Nothing to show for that run. This has the makings of a good drive. The 7th play brings up a 3rd and 4. From the gun, wants to pass. Bringing the heat.
Oh,
Picks up the 1st down and gets down.
scrambling quarterbacks kill us.
That's the danger as a defense when you blitz this guy on 3rd down. If you don't get him to the ground right away or someone's out of a gap, his scrambling ability can hurt you, and that's exactly what happened. He saw open field, he took off, and he was able to go get the 1st down.
They've got it down to the 3. Now it's 2nd and goal. Tries again to get it in.
Ah, they got it. This is going to be maybe a high-scoring game.
And this time he finds water. Gets it into the end zone for the touchdown.
What a luxury for an offense to have. The ability to set the tone on the ground, giving that guy the football time after time, making offense easy, being physical, and really setting the tone for this football game.
Here's the return from inside his 10. Guys, let's see how it goes this time for the Kent State offense. First play of this drive comes from the 14-yard line. They had to stand by and watch that scoring march, and now it's up to them to find a way to answer it. Solid gain to get them out close to the 20, pick up a 5 to the 19. And the golden flashes can play this 2nd down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Looking to fire.
Let's go, but it's probably a hold. Watch it be a
And the
hold.
tackle was made, but there has been a flag thrown.
It's following 56.
So that penalty is going to cost them the 1st down as they back up, and now it's 2nd down. A fun postseason battle here. Deadlock at the end of the 1st. Here's a quick check of the stats so far. We've got a good one on our hands here. Let's hope we keep those good vibes going here in the 2nd.
We're going to run the same play.
So 2nd down here as we're back at it after the break. Back to pass. Got rid of it in a hurry, but he couldn't find his man. It's incomplete.
All right. Did we have an actual... Damn, we did. Oh, that sucks.
You make up the game plan and not a lot on the play sheet for this. 3rd and long.
There is not.
inside their own
Open a
20.
prayer.
Looking downfield, and he needs a bunch.
Oh my God, we got it.
It's Harris. Breaks into the open. We've seen
I
this
cannot
from
believe he
so
stood in the
dangerous. Every
pocket.
makes the grab.
And the quarterback knew exactly where he
Look at that, getting hit while throwing it.
Spins the ball deep. Nice job by this offense, understanding what the defense is giving them and creating.
Oh, this team's really coming together.
The Golden Flashes will snap it on 1st and 10. Leaves it with the back.
And you want to run the football. That's okay. You'll take some of these. But if they start to add up down the road, obviously, you might want to think about airing it out a little bit.
Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. Wants to go up top. The sure hands. It's Washington. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that 1st down marker.
Well, it's important in this game, this offense gets the running back involved out in the perimeter in space where he can do some damage. That time they got it to him throwing the football. He picked up a couple of yards, but it gives the defense something to think about.
Catch in the middle. It's Peterman putting together a real...
Ah! Oh, he got a broken rib. I forget. Oh, no, he didn't. Guess I was wrong in the last game. Where is my starting DB? My starting, tight end. Hey, should be playing. Why he not playing?
Scoring thread here as they pick up the 1st down at the 36. And the Golden Flashes have their offense in high gear. Gonna run it. It's Washington. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. Looking to fire. Got rid of it quickly, but it's incomplete.
PI, though.
They're a perfect 2 for 2 on 3rd down on this drive. They need 8 to move the chains again. Motion from the wideout. Trying to move the sticks on 3rd down through the air. Caught near the sticks. It's Washington. That'll be enough for the 1st down, and now they've got it at the 15-yard line.
Gotta hope this quarterback plays here for 4 years.
Field position to start this drive, but they've been relentless in moving the ball methodically down the field. He's dragged down at the 12 as they try to cash in on this red zone opportunity. It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a 1st without scoring. Wide receiver going in motion. 2nd down, they'll go to the air. He caught it. That completion will take it.
I cannot believe he caught that. I thought it would hit the back of that defender. Oh, this tight end is just a game changer.
The offense is threatening.
Well, this tight end is so athletic that at times they'll line him up in different parts of the field. That time he was in the slot. Nice job running the route, finding the open space in the defense for the completion.
And how about that play by that giant, that mountain of a man on the defensive front? Can the D deny them on 2nd and goal? Back to pass. Into the end zone.
Hoffman's 13th touchdown, I believe.
Grab the short pass to put the 6 on the board. I don't know exactly what the defensive coverage was, but it certainly wasn't part of the plan to leave him that wide open.
Well, I don't think they know what their defensive coverage was either. How do you leave that big guy open down here in the red zone? You know the quarterback loves the big tight ends in this area. Really poor job by the defense.
So after getting into the end zone on that last drive, they're set to kick it away. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. And we're about to get another look at this Hokie offense. They find themselves trailing by a touchdown and a chance on this drive to even the score. The screen, he's got wheels. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. So now it's 2nd and long. They'll send the tight end in motion. Off the play fake. got it behind the line. It's Mason. He snagged it, but he'll be stopped short of the first down. Good, solid pickup on that play.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense catching the football.
Kind of worried the running back's going to slip out if it's a pass.
Davis looking to pass. Hauls it in. Turning it on. Really nice job there to pick up the first down and get it to their own 41. Third down, a lot of times it comes down to not necessarily who's the most open, who do you trust the most?
No, it's not about the X's and the O's. It's about the Jimmys and the Joes. And when my guy's better than you and I get you matched up out wide and I know I trust you, I'm finding her.
And they'll stop him after a minimal pickup.
You know, I really like this QB running the football because I know he's got a lot of speed, but he's not the biggest guy in the world. So he's not going to be able to break a lot of tackles. You really got to do a good job of trying to scheme ways to get him out in more space.
The Hokies come to the line on third down, trying to keep this drive alive. Whistle blows, and this is the 2-minute timeout, and these guys have a chance to take the lead before halftime. Third and short now from their own 48. Looking to throw for it. Throws for the tight end. He's got an open man. And this defense was flailing as he weaved his way and got down to the 26. And the Hokies come to the line with a new set of downs. Wants to go up top on first down. Fires to the tight end. He gets right to the edge of the red zone. He's out of bounds at the 20.
The big fella, the tight end, the wide receiver in a tight end's body going up and making the catch.
Second down, they'll go to the air. Snagged in the middle, it's Wiggins. Tackled almost immediately. They're well short of the first down.
Well, the defense playing zone coverage there. They're taking away all of the QB's primary options down the field, so he has to check it down to the drag running underneath.
Complete on third down. He's forced out of bounds inside the 5 and the 4, and they save the touchdown, at least for now. And now a chance to pull even as we get late here in the first half. Davis will throw.
Let's go.
Quarterback caught up to and sacked at the 12. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a second and long coming. They'll run play action. Now sliding to his left. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. It's third and goal and third and long.
Kind of scared he's going to escape.
From the gun, wants to pass.
That's exactly what I was scared of.
And he's loose, and he'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Virginia Tech.
That is exactly how you want to end halves. Put a drive together, score the touchdown, a chance to tie this up, and take all the momentum into halftime.
And he made the extra point without problem. So they got the touchdown, now going to put it in the hands of their defense to finish off this half. From inside his own 10, he'll try to help out their field position. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, that they get him on the ground at the 20. Guys, let's see how it goes this time for the Kent State offense. Now,
They're going to get something right here.
Jesse, wonder how aggressive they're willing to be.
I think it's going to come down to how much confidence they have in this quarterback and his decision-making, because you cannot throw an interception at this part of the field with this little time left.
And I think that's conversations you've had with the young fella on the sideline and be like, what are you comfortable with right here that we can run? Maybe stay aggressive, but make sure I don't make that mistake.
Looking to throw on first down. Gets rid of it. Finds his man. It's Harris. Caught, and he's close to a first down on the nice pickup there. Gonna sling it on second down. Grab near the marker. It's Harris. The offense wastes no time getting the timeout call. One more.
Let's see what we
play
can
before
do
the
here.
teams head to the locker rooms. Looking to throw on first down. Here comes the heat.
I think that's our first sack of the game that we've given up.
And that's how we'll wrap up the first half. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update.
All right, guys, thanks. Looks like we've had ourselves a very enjoyable first half so far. And it's been a hard-fought battle today. Two teams out there playing ball and treating this crowd to a memorable first half. Seems to me, and I know I'm going to sound like a coach here, the team that limits turnovers and strings together productive drives is going to be the one celebrating a well-earned victory today. For now, let's get back to the guys in the booth to start up this second half.
All right, Kevin, about ready to start the second half here. And the golden flashes will kick it away to start the second half. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. And Virginia Tech sends the offense onto the field. We are locked up to start the second half, and guys, you know what? In a bowl, sometimes that intensity really builds in a tight game like this.
I think that's why we were really anticipating this game so much. Two very evenly matched teams with a lot of playmakers. We knew this thing could go either way. So for this offense right here, in this drive, to start off the second half, David, they need to put something together.
Running back,
really
23.
put pressure on the opponent.
And the thing I like about bowl games, man, is they're exciting. You go for it more on fourth down, less to lose, not as uptight. So I look for this second half to be fun, to be wild, to be loose.
And now on second down for this offense.
So when they're in this formation, it scares me that they're going to run.
Davis looking to pass. He's got him. All the way out to the 38-yard line. It's a gain of 15.
When you play zone coverage, you got a wide receiver that's a beast. It becomes very, very difficult. Got to make sure I play physical and maybe even shade the side of the wide receiver having a lot of success.
Got rid of it just in time.
Yeah, this offense might want to think about moving the launch point for this QB, because if you take hits like that from the pocket, it's really tough to complete passes.
Backed up now. Here's second and long. Quarterback keeper. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
I low-key want to send a blitz.
They've got to come up with a big play on this third and long.
But we can't let him escape the pocket.
He's looking to throw.
Oh, of course. It's a...
Gets it to
Oh,
him
we
on the
stopped him.
screen. They stop him right at
First
the
punt of the
40-yard
game.
line. It's fourth down. Will they bring out the punt team? The Hokies line up to punt it away. The punters have had the day off up to this point. First one of the game. Makes the catch, and now looking for just a little bit of daylight. Pretty solid coverage there, and they'll stop him at the 26. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Guys, let's see how it goes this time for the Kent State offense. The give out of the gun. Runs ahead and powers his way for 4 yards out to the 30. Solid pickup of 4 on first down. It's 2nd and 6. Wants to go up top. Caught close to the marker. It's Carter. Across the 40, out of bounds at the 41, and a big pickup has this offense on the move.
And man coverage, when they get up in your face, they make things hard. You want to be able to attack the whole field and get them leaning one direction and then break outside like you did there. Nice out route connection. Nice chemistry between quarterback and wide receiver.
Well, give the defense credit, because they're forcing this quarterback to throw into very small windows under duress.
Working well behind the sticks on second down. They'll move the wide receiver. After the incompletion, back to the
Damn,
passing
2
game.
tipped at the line.
They've got a good chunk of ground to cover on third and long from the 41. From the gun, wants to pass. Got it in the middle, it's Harris. That'll be enough for the first down, and they'll mark it at the 48. The Golden Flashes are on the move. Looking for space. It's Martin.
Oh, beautiful spin
first
move.
Down and still on his feet. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
First down, physicality wins football games. Being able to run the football and create balance. And right here, just choose up another first down, gives you another chance to maybe continue to run the football.
And I feel like this guy, too, is just an explosive play waiting to happen. His vision, his quickness, and he's got a burst. If you give this guy just a crease, he's going to hit it. And right now, he's doing some damage on this defense.
And the Golden Flashes in a good spot here with second and short. Grabbed in the middle, it's Hunter. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
And that was a nice throw by the QB. When you see that drag route coming across the field, how about putting the ball right on his numbers? Not high, not low, where he has to stop his momentum. Right on the numbers where he can catch it, keep running, and chew up some yards after the catch.
From the red zone, looking for a receiver. Caught in the backfield.
Oh, 77's out there.
There he goes. Headed to the
Why did he not cut in?
Gets out of bounds after a big play, and they'll be set up in business with a first and goal. That was just a perfectly choreographed screen. The line got out on time. The running back had a wall in front of it.
And I think the quarterback did a really good job of selling pass and then kind of dodging the pass rush, getting it to the running back, and then let him do the rest. You got him in space, he'll pick up yards in a hurry.
They're going to run it. Touchdown, Golden Flashes. And with that one, they jump on top here in the second half. They'll try to add another to their lead.
The best running backs are the guys that can just sniff out the end zone. That running back showed you all of his freakish ability on that play.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead.
14.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. And we're about to get another look at this Hokie offense. They'll try to answer that last score with one of their own. A chance here to tie the game with a touchdown drive. Davis will throw. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball.
What a hit by the defender. That's a good throw, and that was going to be caught, but how about the defender dislodging the football from its intended target? Nice job.
Caught behind the line. It's Wiggins. They make the stop. Not a whole lot of ground picked up there, and they'll have work to do to get the first down. Ball's at the 27. This offense facing a third and long. From the gun, wants to pass.
Oh.
Grabbed over the middle. It's Wiggins. Really confident throw and catch there. Big pickup, and they have a first down.
Excellent throw by the quarterback. Found the window between the zones and then delivered the ball on time.
And the Hokies will snap it on first and 10. On the option, it's Davis. You'll take this every time. 5 yards on the first down play.
Well, good decision there by the QB. A little zone read action. He reads
All right,
the
we're
defensive
risking
end,
it.
crashing down,
Risk it
keeps
for the biscuit.
himself, Gets a nice chunk of yards.
And when you do that, you just sort of get the drive going or keep it going, as the case may be.
It's amazing in college football now how big of a part it.
Oh, he's got some space. Drills him with
I guess they got the biscuit. Not
down
a...
at the 20-yard line after ripping off the big play.
When you talk about creating big plays in the running game like this makes the game really easy. Actually, when you've got a guy like this that you can hand it to with this much speed and elusiveness, just hard to bring down in the open field. What a big game for the offense.
After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. Just when they're looking run, now up top. Caught over the middle, it's Tate. They make the stop, but not before he sets them up with a first and goal from the 10. The Hokies, once backed up in the shadow of their own goalpost, have put quite a drive together. That's the end of the period, and Kent State is out front. 3 quarters are in the books. Time becomes a factor both in trying to hold the lead or cut into it as we take a look at the stats. here comes the fourth. Time to see who steps up, who makes the winning plays to take home that W. Starting off this quarter close enough to smell the goal line. They'll use the running game on 1st and goal. And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Hokies.
And the offense continues to run the football. The second rushing touchdown from the running back. The offensive line
It's all good.
David
It's all
Holmes,
good.
continue to feed this man the ball.
And it's good, and we're tied in the 4th quarter. We've got a dandy going here, all tied up in the 4th quarter and about to kick it away. Here he comes from inside his own 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Guys, let's see how it goes this time for the Kent State offense. They'll try the run. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
If you're going to stop the run game, you better be physical up front on the defensive line. They've got some maulers. They've got some dudes with bad intentions. Nice play there.
2nd down, he'll throw it. Got it in the middle. It's Harris. They stay aggressive and push their way out to the 30.
This is Harris's game today.
The defense needs
We
to
haven't
have a
really
plan
gotten
for
to
this
throw
guy.
it to
They weren't
Hoffman.
ready for that one. Drag route running all the way across the field. And the DB just can't stay with them because of his speed. And as a result, they give up a big one.
He has the 1st and still on his feet. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
Every offense wants to be able to run the ball and be physical, especially on 1st down. And you want to create 2nd and short, 3rd and short, or just get 1st downs like that run right there.
Now they'll line it up from the 44 on 1st and 10. They'll ride the hot hand. And there is nowhere to run. They were eager and ready for him this time around. They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Looking to fire. Quickly to the tight end. A 6-yard pickup that leaves them with 3rd and 4. So an example of a tight end doing a little unheralded work to set up a much better 3rd down situation.
And I like the QB here, Reese. I like the decision where I understand, let's get this football out, let's get some positive yards, and then get to 3rd down, and we can still have a better situation now because we got rid of the football and took the yards that were there.
Got a man. It's Peterman. They ripped off a big one.
What
and
we
they get
needed.
It down to the 27.
Hey, he's over
This
4K
offense
yards in the
running a
season.
Perfection drill in practice against air, chunk play after chunk play, and here they come again. They'll try to pop the draw. Powers forward, but stopped after a pickup of 2.
Pretty sure
to
that's
the
our
24.
center.
Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line 2nd and 7. Back to pass. Makes the grab. He hauled that one in and got it down to the
left tackle.
15-yard line.
I think this receiver's forte is his route running. He's a guy that can line up all over the field, but it's not just catching post routes and goes. This guy can run shallows, he can run slants, he can run the option routes and find soft spots in the defense. This guy really has all the routes in his toolbox.
It's hard to run on a defense that comes off the ball like that and runs to the football like that. Good luck. No holes anywhere.
Lost yardage on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. Wants to go up top. Grabbed behind the line. It's Washington. He's brought down, but he went backwards after that completion, not the way they had it drawn up. They'll snap it for the 10th time on this drive, but they need a chunk on 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Looking down.
Oh!
And this will be picked off. A costly turnover in a tie game. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let
That
him
one
be checked
hurts. His 8th interception on the season, and it hurt us. Oh.
Virginia Tech sends the offense onto the field. They tied it up with a touchdown drive, got some good work from their defense, and now here in the fourth quarter, an opportunity to move on top. Slams into the pile. He'll get 1 to the 17.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain.
Oh, that just really nice catch by the big tight end, throwing those mitts up there and catching the football.
And the Hokies come to the line on 3rd and short, trying to convert here. Wide receiver comes in motion. Davis looking to pass. They'll throw it to the back on the screen.
Oh!
Makes a man miss.
Let's go. Let's get this ball back. Let's go. Oh, I can't believe he just went out of bounds.
This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Fields the punt and tries to work it the other way. Coverage team gets the job done, and they'll mark him down at the 38-yard line. Guys, let's see how it goes this time for the Kent State offense. That last drive was promising for a while, but you just can't mess it up at the end with the pick, Jesse.
No, you've got to be able to finish drives, especially in this game. If you're going to win, and David, they've got to be able to eliminate the mental mistakes.
Yeah, and I don't think you get conservative or play it safe. You can trust your guy. I think you put the ball right back in his hands and let him do his thing.
After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. Looking to fire. Catch in the middle. It's Huffman. They make the stop, and he'll have enough yardage for a first down. This tight end just creates matchup problems no matter how you try to defend it.
How about the catch radius on him, too? So
Turn
as
it
a
into a bowl
quarterback,
game.
You don't have to be perfect when throwing it to him. You just got to get it somewhere in his vicinity, and he can come up with the catch.
Now they'll try to cash in this drive. 1st and 10 from the 50. Looking downfield on first down.
Oh, if it wasn't too high, I think he could have caught it in stride.
Play, they pick up a few.
And this offense, they got another positive gain, but I think they're going to have to start pushing the ball down the field a little bit. Got to make some plays. That clock is not your friend. You got to speed up, maybe work the middle of the field a little bit, but make sure we get first downs, and the rest of the time work the sidelines.
Knew where he wanted to go with it, but couldn't find his target. It's incomplete.
Well, I know it hasn't been a tremendous day statistically for this quarterback, but his decision-making has been good enough to win this game. Hasn't thrown a lot of TDs so far, but when things aren't open, he throws it away like on that play right there. He's not putting his team in a bad spot, and that's why they still have a shot to walk out of here with a W.
Oh, we dropped it.
The grab in this offense, which has been brilliant this season on 3rd down, doesn't convert this time.
He drops it.
Third downs are a huge determining factor in winning and losing games, and what a great play by the defense that time.
That's heartbreaking.
It's one of the best 3rd down offenses in the entire country. Great job breaking on the ball and helping force the incompletion.
Uh-oh. That's still a
Kick is
good,
in the
decent
air.
punt.
The punt goes out of bounds, and a nice job to get them backed up. I think they'll spot it right around the 15.
Oh, that's just heartbreaking. We're
They're
blitzing.
about to get another look at this
I'm not going to say him
rookie
play
offense.
zone so I can nickel and dime it down the
Pretty
field.
good bit of ground to cover here, Jesse, but they've got some time to work with.
They do, so tempo is going to be important. You got to go fast. You just got to make good decisions at the quarterback position.
And those good decisions are throwing the ball beyond the sticks, using the sidelines to get out of bounds, trying to maximize this time and get in a position to win.
Davis will throw. And the pressure will get there. The sack. Down he goes in the waiting moments. That could be a costly play. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, no secret what he needs here.
Take the tackle.
In, it's Wiggins. Makes his way out to the 20 before he stopped, and that'll bring up a 4th down. Timeout is called, and
Woo.
it's the defense
Back-to-back
wanting
3 and
to make
outs.
sure that
Our
everyone's
defense
on the same
stepping
page
up.
for this big down. They kick it away on 4th down. He was working his way on the return toward midfield. They'll stop him at the 46. Guys, let's see how it goes this time for the Kent State offense. So here it is, plenty of time to go and an opportunity to move the ball down the field and win it, David.
Yeah, and you rep this every single week. The 2-minute drill, you got to be precise. You know exactly what your favorite plays are, Palmer. Go down the field, get me in field goal.
And it comes down to the awareness, right? Especially at the quarterback position. You're understanding the timeout situation, working the boundary and the sideline. What's the clock showing me?
Overthrown.
He misses his man. The accuracy just not what it needed to be on that play.
And this offense has been a struggle bus. I mean, just call it like it is, guys. It hasn't been good, especially the passing game. And I'll tell you,
The announcers are dumb. We've thrown like 350 yards.
Can he stay positive? Can he finish this game
Like,
off on a good
I don't know what the announcer's talking
They're going
about.
to go to the air on 3rd and short.
Oh, Harris caught it. Let's go.
He's got first down yardage as they move it to the 44. Offense uses a timeout. 17 seconds left on the clock. The Golden Flashes have it with a 1st and 10. Motion from the wide receiver.
Hike.
Wants to throw on 1st down. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces 2nd down.
Yeah, it's hard. This is the hardest time because you got to have plays, you got to have scripts because you know they're sitting back with all the DBs on the field in a dime package playing pass. How can we get first downs? How can we complete passes and get out of bounds to try to save some of this clock as we move the ball down the field?
They're dealing with a 2nd and long. They'll throw again after the incompletion.
Oh, that would have been a
And the
beautiful
shot to the middle
catch.
of the field falls to the turf.
This late in the game, 4th quarter, go time, we got to make plays. We got to go to those things that really, really work well. We can't waste too many more downs. I know it's 3rd down coming up, but we got to put this thing in full throttle.
Finds space.
No effing way.
He's brought down the one. A play for this offense, and they'll have it at the
No way did we just get that.
They'll get the timeout with 5 seconds remaining to
Oh,
play.
God. It's in the spot that I suck at kicking field goals at.
It's wise not to be too greedy, and they'll go ahead and send out the field goal unit. They'll get the timeout with 5 seconds
Woo.
remaining
I suck
to
at.
play.
I've missed so many field goals from this range.
And if the kicker can put one through, this will be a successful drive. Splits the uprights. Good.
Woo.
Celebration is wild on the sidelines as they
Dude,
take
our
the lead in the final
this
second.
bowl game and last year's bowl game has been just like comes down to like the final play of the game.
When the game comes down to your kicker, and he has to come through, and Palmer, he comes through with flying colors.
And you know in college football, no field goal is automatic. But there's
Well,
no
this ain't a
college kicker
return.
situation here. He drills that right through the uprights. And David,
We
it
win our
looks like
second
this
bowl
team's getting
game.
the dub.
In 4 years.
Finally stopped after a solid return out to the 32. That's the entire scenario you build up in your head in the backyard. Final drive, everything on the line, and you get the W.
So dang cool. How many times did you do it in your backyard? Just like that, like you're talking about, Reese. Making the play to win the game on the final drive when your team needed it the most, Jesse. Just coming through in the clutch.
Game-winning
You
drives.
love this, and that's why you rep it in practice throughout the week. These 2-minute type situations late in games. What are you going to dial up? What can you go execute? What can you lean on in order to get the W here? Great job by the offense.
That's going to do it for us here, and for these two teams, that's going to do it for a season. Another bowl game in the books, and a season is wrapped. For David Pollock and Jesse
Harris just
Palmer
came out and
and our
dominated
entire
today.
crew behind the scenes.
Hoffman was
I'm Reese
quiet, but he
Davis
did
signing
get
off,
the
and
touchdown.
We'll see you next season for another presentation of EA Sports College Football.
Such a good day. Such a good day. Our defense stepped it up in the fourth. Come on. I hope we at least get 1-star prestige. Come on. Alright, let's go take a look at the college playoffs. My money's on TCU. I just feel like TCU's going to win it. I think they're the only school that can beat Alabama right here. They basically won every award this year. Back-to-back good years, back-to-back bowl wins, 9-win seasons. We need to move up to a 1-star at least. TCU got beat by Ole Miss, and Ole Miss beat Alabama. All right, I'm happy as long as Alabama doesn't win, or Ohio State. I want to see smaller schools get in, sneak into the playoffs, and make some noise. Yeah, we're a 1-star school. Texas beats Ole Miss. Ole Miss almost made it as ranked 12. Ranked 12, yeah. For the first time in 4 years, Miami did not make a national championship. Oh, I got points to spend 2 times. Are there any other, like, things we can buy? That's not unlocked. What do we have to do then? I gotta spend 50 in Motivator. Where's Motivator? Oh, it takes 30 to unlock it. We gotta save our money up. Alright, we'll save it up. I'd commit 2 after seeing that amazing bowl game. Alright, player's leaving. Damn. I really wanted to keep him. Alright. Come on. Come on. Come on. Yes! We get to keep him. Let's go. He's staying. Alright, center. Let's go. Damn, we lost our center. Damn. Damn. I'm just happy we got to keep, Alright. I mean, for a 70 overall, 770 yards, 3 touchdowns. That's like pretty good for a 70 overall. So we've only gotten 1 persuasion. Alright, who are we losing? Who's the highest? We got him to stay, so we're gonna lose him, him. The rest I graduate. Yeah, we get Hoffman for his senior year. Nothing about it. The quarterback that's going to come in. No, because our other quarterback has 2 years. So next year we'll probably try and yeah, you're not going anywhere. Those stats. That we're really in a battle that we need. Oh, we also have transferred portal. Fuck. Wasted all that time. We have another defensive tackle that wants to come here. Dude, it feels so good to have so many 3-stars wanting to come here now. Guess he wanted to leave. I do need a center, though. And DB. I need a lot. But I do have a lot of running backs that we're looking at, like this one. Not expecting 80 that from that. Ooh, a freshman center. Let's go. There are a lot of schools for Ball State. Feels good not seeing a lot of names on that list. We're risking it. Playing time. There's no other reason why he would come to this school. There's no way. Akram's really trying to... Damn, that still wasn't enough. Miami might overtake us. Miami just won. Oh, it wasn't playing time? Then why would he want to come here? Damn. He overtook us on this one. Damn, I lost all 3 receivers. I'll wait another week. I have any guards? Have I? Oh, I have a recruited. Yeah, we'll have 3 quarterbacks, so that's not a problem. Martin. I have 3 receivers on the team. I just don't know what he wants. We're just gonna have to guess. Pretty sure we're gonna get those. I'm gonna give up on him. Risk it. I have too many right tackles, to be honest. I really don't want to lose both of the Mike linebackers. I need them. At least, why does Akron need both of them? All right, let's see how this goes. Let's see more 3 stars. There we go. What plays did we just on? Like, thought my school overall would go up. Oh hell. Oh, I can wait. Okay, good. I can't. Ooh, 3 running backs. No, I have to share 2 running backs. I need a left guard. All right, tackle. I don't mean a right, I mean a right tackle. I hope our training does really good this year. There's our 3 freshmen we brought in. Tempted to start the freshman. I don't have a punter. Oh, no. That is bad. I thought... Oh, we didn't get a punter. We didn't get a punter. I need someone to be a punter. Oh, no. Oh no, we're messed up. We did not get special teams. Woo! God, I wish I could just look at walk-ons. Oh, we keep forgetting about punters. See how good we're gonna look. Biden's the best on the team. Damn, Harris. Bro had a plus 11? That's crazy. Dude, he's low key gonna be fucking amazing. Damn, a plus 10. Oh, he's at impact too. Oh, that was the no. Might move dog, see if he go play safety. No punter. That's gonna be crazy. Wait, it said auto hold? Yes. Yeah, we need to get that motivator. Oh, we're in the 70s. Let's go. Our first time being out of the 60 overalls. I love it. I do need a backup quarterback that we can. Any 4 stars? Definitely need to start looking at running backs, though. God, no running back wants to come here. Ooh, a gym. I don't like the throw power though, but get that Juco out of here. It's like, oh, he's gonna have high speed, 84. We'll keep him because he's a gym, but I don't like that speed. We won him, which is a Oh my god, 99, 99, 99. That's crazy. Oh, wait, we want it to be open. There's a lot of 0-star schools all of a sudden. I hope we're a favorite to win. Oh, we did get a walk-on. Thank God we got a walk-on. My kicker ain't so good, though. We forgot special teams. I'm gonna do it. I'm about to make... For real. A slot receiver. I'm sorry, Harris earns it. Hands down. I think he deserves it. He's been with the team. I basically got him just as a gadget player. Better catching. Hey, he's on pace for 13,000 yards and 108 touchdowns. Ugh. All right, preseason All-Americans. Why is my tight end not here? That's some bullshit. You disrespect in. Wow, they're very disrespecting our tight end. We need to do something about Buffalo. None of our receivers, nothing. Buffalo's just dominating this list. All right, Buffalo, we see you. We see you. What about freshmen? Freshman team not around? Heisman watch. What? Krunkenmeyer? Krunkenmeyer. I love that name. Alright, Alabama. Where's U of L? U of L gotta be on this list. How is U of L not on this list? They just hate us. Well, hate my favorite school. I think I'm in the mood to play one game. Just got a warning that the music is copyrighted. And very, very odd. I want running backs to come to this school, but I just cannot get any. We're sending everything for that. That's a jet. Oh, he's the one I needed. All right, I think I want to play the first game. Normally I would end it here, but I'm kind of hyped. I just want to play the first game. Start of season 5.
Welcome to Kent, Ohio, and Dick Stadium, home to the Golden Flashes of Kent State. And while to some it may seem like a small blip
Of course it's raining.
landscape, this place has been the home to legends like Lambert, Edelman, James, Holtz, and of course, Saban. We've got a terrific matchup for you today, rich in pageantry and tradition, and it ought to be a fantastic clash. As we'll see a squad from Conference USA, the Western Kentucky Hilltoppers, taking on a team from the MAC, the Kent State Golden Flashes. For EA Sports, I'm Reese Davis, Jesse Palmer, and David Pollack with me. Guys, can't wait to get this started. On the run from inside his own 5. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. So Kent State's offense will get the first crack at it here. And guys,
I'm so happy Hoffman
tight
stayed.
ends are a quarterback's best friend. Boy, this guy may take friendship to a whole nother level.
Yeah, it's so nice to have a guy that.
All right, Martin, back for you're the leader in the backfield
and
this
here's why
year.
it's always so good. Jesse, what do you want to do, man? Put a linebacker on him, put a safety on him. Nowadays, these guys can win, and it just really makes offense so much easier to run, and it goes pretty smooth.
Yeah, you're right. This guy is a matchup nightmare. And it seems like every week defensive coordinators go in and they don't respect his athleticism, and it ends up burning them. They're going to find out the hard way today if they try to play him and match him up with linebackers.
I'm actually surprised my tight end doesn't have the star.
He is lucky to get that one back, and the last thing you want
Yeah, we
is to
were
turn it
lucky.
over on your opening drive. Fairly manageable distance here on 3rd down from the 27. From the gun, wants to pass. Grab near the sticks. It's Hoffman. How about
Hoffman's
the
just
This junior put
continue
on
where he
that
left
ball
off.
to pick up the first down. And the Golden Flashes come to the line with a fresh set of downs. From the gun, they'll give it on the inside. And this one will be stopped for no gain. All right, guys, let's think a little bit about Kent State. The only important expectations are the ones inside the program, but when you start the season on the outside of the rankings looking in, it can give you a little bit of an edge, can it?
Yeah, they want to prove to everybody they should have been ranked coming into this year. These players are angry. They feel like they're being disrespected, and they want to make the point to the entire college football world with a big win today.
Yeah, and you hear it all off season, and you see it every year.
Oh,
The teams come
drop.
out and they feel like they've got a lot of potential, a lot of high-ranked players on the squad, and they're going to put it together, and then they'll get themselves into those rankings.
Now facing a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Makes the grab, it's Harris. They'll make the stop about a yard short of the first down. This move just oozes confidence, going for it on 4th down from their own side of the field. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the first down.
There are not a lot of head coaches that I think are willing on their opening drive to go for it on 4th down, especially in that kind of field position. This head coach ain't scared, and he believes in his running back. He believes in his offensive line to go pick it up, and that's exactly what they did.
Right back to the well. You'll take 4 yards on 1st down every time, 2nd and 6. Now, guys, when you think about Kent State, everybody uses the portal to varying degrees. Sometimes you just fill the exact right hole that you want. And this team, as they start this season, not a ton of new faces here, Jesse.
They didn't, but I don't think it's because there was a lack of effort on the part of the coaches, David. I think they believe they've got the roster in place now to have success.
Yeah, because when you bring people
Yeah, because
in, a lot of times you
year
take people off
5,
on your own
I'm
roster.
the one to
So
get
when you
every
only
single
bring
one
a
of these
few in,
players
you
on this
cherry-pick
team.
some elite talent and some real concerns that you have, sometimes it just addresses everything you need.
That'll be enough for the first down as they mark it down at the 31-yard line. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. From the shotgun, the inside give. They get him stopped at the 26, but not before he picks up 5 yards. Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Back to pass. Makes the catch. And they reacted well to the completion, but it was too late to keep them from getting the first down. From the 17-yard line, it's 1st and 10. Out of the gun, they'll run it inside. He stopped at the 14-yard line.
Oh no, did we really convince him to come back? Don't leave us, don't transfer, just so we can get injured in the first game of the season. First drive of the season.
Here on 2nd down. Wants to go up top.
Who drops on this opening drive, though? Oh, just cramping. All right.
Well, on the opening drive of the game, establishing a rhythm and a cadence offensively is really, really important. They've done some good things on this first drive.
Rain's really affecting our game.
Obviously, you just threw an incompletion on 2nd down, and likely going to throw it again here right now. Quarterback has just got to settle in. Timing is important. Get rid of the ball on time. Trust your read and execute this passing play if you're throwing.
And after yet another 3rd down conversion, they've got it 1st and goal. Movement on the offensive line. That's going to be a false start, and they'll walk it back.
False start on offense.
So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. The Golden Flashes will try to punch it in on
All right,
1st and goal.
Hoffman's back out. I came in to get his touchdown.
Wide out trying to get it in. They go up top to get it down to the 5-yard line as they try to pay off this drive. We'll see if the offense can punch it in on 2nd and goal. He'll run it to the middle, looking for the end zone. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Kent State.
The offense goes as he goes, so really no surprise on the opening drive. They keep feeding him the football. He showed you all his ability on that TD.
And the extra point makes it 7-0.
17-play opening drive of the season.
17-play drive for the touchdown. And they
a lot of drop passes though, but it's the rain.
Looking for an alley from inside his own 10. Couldn't find a way to create that broken field as he stopped at the 25. So the Western Kentucky Hilltoppers offense will try to get something started with their first possession. And there has been a lot of talk about this guy. Jesse, they say the farther away you line up from the football, the easier it is to play early. When you're as good as this dude, you're going to play no matter what.
Well, this offense knew he was good coming out of high school, but talking to their quarterback and their coaching staff before the game, David, they didn't know he was this good. He's made catches in practice. He's done things in scrimmage that is completely wowing everybody. Now the question, can he do it when the lights are on and everybody's watching?
And I think receiver is the best spot to transfer being a freshman. Like, it's not the biggest adjustment. These guys aren't so much bigger that you're going against. It's speed. He has the speed. He has the hype. I'm excited to watch this debut.
The short hands. It's Kingsbury. And the Hilltoppers will call on their punt team. First time we've seen their punt team this afternoon.
I'm hoping to go undefeated this year in conference play.
He'll try to field the punt and bring it back. Returns like that are why you don't settle for the fair catch if you don't have to. Picks up just a little bit of yards to help out the O's. Guys, let's see how it goes this time for the Kent State offense. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead. They go to the ground. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
Great job by the defense. Everybody firing off the ball, hitting their guys, holding their gaps, running to the football, nowhere to go.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Looking to fire.
Oh, picked off. That's not what we wanted.
And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception.
What a nice play by the DB there. When that rain starts coming down, the ball gets a little bit heavier. The quarterback throws the ball a little bit lighter. DBs can take advantage sometimes.
Oh, my weakness, scrambling quarterbacks.
Go out and make some big plays.
This is an offense that can move the sticks in a whole lot of different ways. Now you're seeing it on the option here. Great job by the quarterback. Reading the defense. There's nobody there taking him. So he puts his foot in the ground. He gets upfield. And he's got really nice elusiveness once he's out in the open field. He shows you that on that explosive play, picking up the first.
Nice job by this defense creating that negative play. That's what all defenses want to do. But look at this. This offense, they ain't scared. Right back on the ball, ready to run another play, ready to make this defense work.
The Hilltoppers in the hurry up. On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. Got it in the middle. It's Valentine. Got enough to move the sticks. First down from the 17. He'll pull it on the read. Short gain on the play before he slides. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. Hand off from the shotgun. And after the tackle, that will bring us to the end of the first quarter. That's the end of the period, and Kent State has the lead. And we've come to the end of one, and let's take a quick moment to catch up on the stats. Now to see if these guys can get back in the game in the second quarter. This offense had a little extra time to think about it. Let's see what they have on 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. Pass rush, gets there, gets home, gets him down at the 23. Now on 4th down, they'll send out the field goal unit. He needs to make sure those mechanics are pure from the right hash and 40 yards away.
Miss.
That is no good. And they couldn't cut into the lead. It's still a 7-point game. Guys, let's see how it goes this time for the Kent State offense. Things got off to a good start with a touchdown on the opening drive, and then quick breaks into the open. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they have a first down at the 43.
And running backs are so good, so talented, so elusive. You see nowadays they really have the ability to make you miss, run you over. Unbelievable effort. Nice job. You keep that going, you're going to be hard to stop.
To the air on 1st down. Grabbed in the middle. It's Watson. Gets it all the way down to the 39-yard line. It'll be a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. On the run, it's Martin. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain.
That's a really nice play. It's impressive. When it's 1st down and the defense thinks you might be running the football, you still can line up. You can get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your running back.
Back to pass on 2nd down. Grab near the marker. It's Hoffman. Finally corralled, but not before. He picks up the first down.
Well, after that last play, you can see how electrifying this guy is and how special he is after he makes the catch. If I'm on offense, I'm trying to find a lot of ways to get him touches in this game.
He's looking to pass. Fires to the
Oh,
end zone.
overthrown.
And that one's way too far for everybody.
And this is the part of the field, man, you really got to have a plan because these windows get smaller and you're trying to fit that ball into the end zone. It's difficult to do. Quarterback, receivers, they got to be on the same page.
Can the defense stop them again on 2nd and goal? Back to pass. Fired just a little.
Man, this
too low.
rain.
Is the junior frustrated he missed that connection?
Well, the defense is making some big plays here right up against their own goal line. They forced 2 straight incompletions. Now setting up 3rd down. You're expecting pass again. Is this a situation where they're going to want to blitz, or do they stay back, play zone, and try to break it?
There we go. Hoffman already with a touchdown this season.
The end zone.
excited about what you've seen from this offense. Really nice rhythm. Quarterback's got great command on the field with respect to what they're trying to do, and they've got some weapons. I can't wait to see what this offense does this year.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And he did make that extra point, no issue with the treacherous footing. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
All right, guys, a little update on what else is happening in college football this weekend. Missouri has the lead right now. Columbia has just been jumping all week, but this game is hardly over. There is time left on that clock. They're up by a field goal over Army. Just another week of college football where we've come to expect the unexpected. Fellas?
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. Here's the pressure. And the quarterback goes down at the 11-yard line. And the Hilltoppers have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. Off play action. Fires to the tight end. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. This defense has kept them backed up. Now one more stop, and they can get off the field on 3rd and long. Looking to throw, and he needs a chunk play. Chunked it away just as he was hit. Just had to get rid of that one. Good job to avoid the loss. The Hilltoppers decide to punt it away. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. He'll take it on the return. Guys, let's see how it goes this time for the Kent State offense. They've already put a couple of scores up, and they look to add to it on this drive. Out of the gun to give to the back. Turning it on! He has 60 yards rushing in this first half, and he is making quite the impression in the opener. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Wants to go up top on 1st down. Grabbed over the middle. It's Harris. And he's brought down after a nice game.
Well, you know who's got to love this offense picking up so many first downs? It's their own defense. David, I know you love playing on teams with great offenses.
On 1st down from the 13-yard line. From the red zone, looking for a man. And with the completion out to the sideline, they'll pick up a couple.
Yeah, and you see running backs in today's football, they play wide receiver basically for you, but you got to find a guy that you can throw it to, and you know he's going to catch the ball consistently.
Wants to fire on 2nd down. Got it! He'll be stopped just short of the end zone, but they'll have it 1st and goal.
How many first downs is that alone, just on this drive? The defense, they keep this up, they're going to get worn out and continue to have to play more and more.
Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Kent State!
Now, you always want to get the home crowd jacked up and get them excited, get out to an early lead, and they have 20-0. Defense playing well, offense playing well. They got a lot to cheer about here at home.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And he takes this from inside the 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. Here comes the Western Kentucky offense back onto the field. They've got nothing done so far, and they already find themselves in a 3-possession hole, Jesse.
Yeah, and as a head coach, you're wondering, what didn't I say? What didn't I do to get my team ready to go? Because we look like we're sleepwalking at this point, Dave.
Yeah, nothing went well in the...
He loses the ball after the huge gain. And the defense jumps on it, and they get that.
Is that a fumble? I thought that would be an incompletion. He catches it. 1. He's down.
It's
It don't
raining in
matter
this
what we
game.
do.
It's making the football slick and slippery. You know ball security is
Oh,
going
never
to be
mind.
a massive issue. Both coaching staffs have preached about that to their teams in the locker rooms before taking the field. And these guys really need to do a better job of holding on to the football.
Man, it's
He was
really
down.
hard to
They
control the
really
running game
should have
if you don't
challenged
control
that.
the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front?
Why do they not
opening
challenge
lanes
that?
to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
To the air on second down. Fired just a little too long as the junior frustrated he missed that connection.
Yeah, rain's really, really
I mean,
affecting
he's
us.
been pretty hot, right? 5 passes in a row. He's been moving the ball around, different platforms, different receivers. Just done a really good job spreading the ball around, and he's human. He finally missed.
They'll finally get him on the ground, but not before he makes it to the 30 and gets a first down. Down to 2 minutes before the half, and they'll take the timeout and see if they can add a little more before the break. And the golden flashes will have it 1st and 10. Out of the gun, the inside handoff, looking for a crease. And just wedges it ahead a bit before he's brought down. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Got 3 on 1st down. It's 2nd and 7. Wants to go up top. And he left that one short. Tried to baby it in there. He's got to turn it loose. A little less room to work with now as the ball's at the 28 and it's 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Going for it all.
Oh, dropped it.
That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch. And the field goal unit is on the field. This one will be a 45-yard attempt, and he'll kick it from
Let's
the
go.
outside.
It feels good. I made a field goal.
Down the boulevard, it's good. And now the lead is extended a little further. On the move from inside his 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. They'll snap it from the 20 for the opening play of this drive. The give to the back. Can't come in half-stepping to tackle this guy. Too much strength and power. He's up to the 25. They'll go to work in the air on 2nd down. It's complete. Out across the 30 mark, down at the 35 after the 10-yard gain. And the Hilltoppers want to crank the tempo. Looking to throw on 1st down. Rush coming in hot, and they got him at the 29. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. These guys are bringing serious heat. They are like sharks swarming and just getting after the passer. To the air, it's Jocelyn. Oh, they're after him.
Another sack.
Defense has maxed out this pressure. Another sack.
It's always so hard for offensive coordinators to adjust their game plan. When you lose your starting quarterback, now you got your backup in. A lot of times there's so much cautiousness, and you just don't want to.
Lofts one high and deep. And that'll be incomplete. They certainly weren't afraid to take a shot there, and now it's 4th down. The Hilltoppers send out the punt unit. They'll look to pin him deep. He's got it. Coverage team was down there to corral him. They made the stop, and they'll mark it at the 39. Guys, let's see how it goes this time for the Kent State offense. They've got the lead here. Last time they settled for a field goal, but David got to find that balance between being aggressive and careful.
Man, I think they'll take that. I got the lead, Palmer. I got the football. I got to take care of the football, put a nice drive together, and just get some kind of points on this drive.
No doubt. Lots to be happy about right now if you're this team. I think for this one, though, on this drive, it's about finding the one-on-one matchups that are in your favor and then exploiting them.
Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Looking to fire. Flips it out on the screen. Didn't have much room to run and not a whole lot of help. Short gain there and still plenty of ground to cover for the first down. Ball is at the 41 as this defense tries to force the punt on 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Right on the money. They make the stop about 4 yards short of the first down. We got a timeout here late in the first half. And
I give it to them. They got us.
Points on the board before the break. The Golden Flashes will bring the punt team onto the field. Makes the catch. Wants to make a move upfield. They'll put that return to a stop at the 33, but the offense set up in pretty good field position. So let's see how they play it in this final 30 seconds of the first half. They're going to open this drive with a pass. Not much of a chance there. He just had to get rid of it to avoid the sack. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. After the incompletion, they go back up top. That pressure got to him, and he just had to chuck it out of bounds. One more snap coming before halftime. On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. Pass is incomplete, and that's going to do it for the first half. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin and our halftime update.
Men, it should come as no surprise that we have ourselves a fun matchup in Kent. And how can we begin our analysis of that first half without singing the praises of one of the elite backs in football? Racking up huge numbers on the ground, even throwing the occasional block. This kid is the total package. And if this defense doesn't adjust its strategy, he could be headed towards a career day. And just like that, let's send it back to the fellas at Dick's Stadium.
All right, Kevin about ready to get things cranked back up here. And the Golden Flashes will kick it away to crank up the second half. He'll bring it out from inside his own 10. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Hilltopper offense comes onto the field again. They start this third quarter in a big hole, and they have to start climbing out right now.
And they're going to have to be really aggressive. Like this offense, when I'm playing from behind, every possession means so much more. And if you look the other side, the defense, they haven't given much resistance.
Yeah, nothing has gone their way in the first half offensively. And you know now, based on how this defense is playing with their confidence, that you are going to be challenged on every single snap. So buckle up, get your mind right, and get ready to come back in this game.
Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. The give to the running back from the shotgun. Got enough for the first. Great pickup as they'll keep this drive moving, and they've got it at the 45. And the Hilltoppers getting set on 1st and 10. Use the play fake, now to throw.
Oh, I accidentally was holding it.
Unleashes one. Got him downfield.
I don't know why.
A huge play there.
I didn't realize I was doing it. That should have been a sack. Damn, I didn't realize I was doing that.
Opportunity for this offense in search of its first touchdown. It's 1st and 10. Now the play fake. He tosses one high and deep down the left side.
Oh, he caught it.
Touchdown, Topper.
Give it to him.
The finisher, the exclamation point on that drive.
Yeah, and this offense needs a spark, man. Down big. Listen, it's game one. It's not the end of the world, but we got a deficit. Got to put some drives together. Nice drive here. Now the defense needs to do their part because they got to put this thing in turbo.
Well, every coordinator has a couple of two-point plays in his back pocket. They dialed one up there. They didn't get it. Let's see how that affects the outcome of this one.
From inside the 10-yard line, he'll bring it back. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. Guys, let's see how it goes this time for the Kent State offense. From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. Solid run, picks up 6 and gets it to the 28.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
The Golden Flashes with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Back to pass. Spins away from the defense. Oh, he did it again. Ripping off a pretty good chunk of yardage. They've got it out to the 41 with a first down. That big pickup on what they call the drag route, but if you hit it on time, you can hit the turbo boosters.
And you've got to be accurate on the throw too, Reese. Nice job by the QB there, putting it out in front of his receiver to make an easy catch and then advance it.
Looking to throw on first down. Firing to the right, complete. And a good job of coverage by that defense, just a short pickup. They were able to get the ball to the running back in space, but that space just evaporated.
And a great job by the defense, man. It's tough to get those guys on the ground. They're so used to having the football as running backs and making plays and being dynamic. So usually one guy not going to get into the ground. You want many guys swarming to the football, trying to get that elusive guy on the ground.
And the Golden Flashes are moving quickly down the field. Looking downfield on first down.
Oh, I fucking
And
slipped.
the Heat gets home. They knock him down back at the 45. Though there are some notable exceptions, typically great pass rushers aren't nose tackles, but that was a great pass rush.
They're not nose tackles usually, those great pass rushers, but they are grown men. I mean, those are some adults in there. Those are the 300-plus pounders that will just destroy you in the run game. But nice job using his hands, using some power to shrink that pocket and get the sack.
They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks.
One of the things I love about the passing game we've seen on offense so far here is just how good the decisions have been by the quarterback. He's not being too greedy. When the shot plays have been there, he's taken them, and they've scored points because of that, but he just takes what the defense gives him, and you're just whittling away, and you're marching the ball down the field. Really good decisions by the QB.
The Golden Flashes didn't start this drive with great field position, but they have moved methodically down the field. Got his man. That completion will take it close to the 5-yard line. They'll mark it at the 6. And the Golden Flashes are threatening on first and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. He's got it down to the 1-yard line, right on the doorstep of Pater.
And down here near the goal line, you got to be physical. And this guy's proven it today, Palmer. They've given it to him. He's put it in the end zone twice already. I'm going to keep featuring him.
So you know the defense is going to be keying him too, right? Because he's hurting them a little bit in this game already. They're going to be...
Oh!
Intercepted in the end zone.
And what a great job by the defense.
Did he just throw it too soon? Was it just a... Damn. It's all good. They got it. I give it to him. I should have ran it.
When you press receivers,
I was trying to be a little too
disrupt
cute.
their timing. You get your hands on them at the line of scrimmage, you jam them, and it completely disrupts the quarterback and his thought process.
And the quarterback caught up to and sacked at the 12.
And there's no mystery as to why this team's losing today. They've given up 5 sacks. They cannot keep their quarterback upright, and you just saw another example of it right there. He has never been able to get into rhythm throwing the football.
And the pressure is coming in, and they get him again. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. Looking for a gap. It's Bitonio. He cannot get there. It'll be 4th down. The Hilltoppers will punt this one away. 3 and out. They got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. And the punt team able to sling him to the ground. Guys, let's see how it goes this time for the Kent State offense. That last possession, a prime example, Jesse, of how things get condensed in the red zone.
Hard to throw when the windows are smaller, and that's what happens down near the goal line, David. But for this quarterback here, just take accountability and ownership and come out here and lead your offense.
And move on. Like, we needed points. That's something that we can harp on. We'll watch the tape this week, but now it's time to move on. Let's get another drive going.
Keeps it on the bootleg. And it'll be incomplete. This is some physical pass defense.
Well, the offense has had their way all game long up to this point. Finally, the defense is able to make a play. And I'll tell you, after that hit, that receiver is going to be thinking twice about running that route.
It's going to take a few games to get used to these new receivers.
Flashes really need to keep this drive alive on third down. Finds the tight end. Now they're really starting to threaten as they pick up the first down at the 34-yard line. They go back to work in the final period of this one. And you want to talk about his favorite receiver, it might be everybody based on the number of guys getting touches and a chance to show off their hands in the passing game. One more period to go and we'll see just how much fight they've got left in them.
We score, I'm putting the backups in.
And the golden flashes with the 1st and 10. Wants to throw on first down. Caught over the middle. It's Simmons. All down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the first down.
You got to love how they just continue to do what they do. It's the fourth quarter. You got to lead. There's no reason to get conservative. We're a passing offense. Great job on first down. Better job on second down. This offense continuing to stay in a rhythm.
Awesome job up front by this defensive line. Being so good at the point of attack and eating blocks, eating some double teams that allows these linebackers to run free, unencumbered, and get to the football.
Got it in the middle. It's Simmons. They'll get it down to the 10-yard line on that completion.
These third downs are so critical in deciding the outcomes of football games, especially when you start to get closer to the end zone. You drill it, you practice it. This offense needs to be dialed in, needs to be in rhythm, and needs to execute on this third down.
And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. 4th down coming up. They already have a comfortable lead up by multiple possessions, but they're going to go for it here on 4th down. Touchdown, golden flashes! And the pummeling has started.
Hey, the true freshman got a touchdown.
Well, this offense said they wanted to start the year all gas and no brakes, and that's exactly what this game has shown. From the very opening whistle, this offense has been in sync. They've been explosive. Defense has had no answer for them. This unit is going to give teams problems because of their playmaking ability all year long.
We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Boys, expect the unexpected in college football, and for some, this update could fall under that category. Mississippi State was anything but dominant, but the Bulldogs are going to leave this stadium today winners. A lot to work on, no question, but they avoid one in the L column. All that speculation all week, and now we know. Something tells me, fellas, we haven't heard the last of either of these teams.
Kevin, thanks a lot for that one. Sounds as if they had a good one there. That's caught. It's Chester.
Well, and here's the problem offensively. Because you're trailing by so much so late in the game, the defense now is going to be playing big zone coverages, and they're going to allow you to throw the ball underneath in the middle of the field, rally to make a tackle, and bleed the clock. It's going to be hard now for this offense to claw their way back in this one.
Caught near the sticks. It's Kingsbury. Knocked down at the 31 after a gain of 5.
Some crossing routes are designed to beat man coverage, but that one worked out pretty well in zone. Nice job by the QB and receiver being on the same page, finding a soft spot, and getting the completion.
Motion from the wideout. Finds his man. It's Valentine. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down. Here comes the offense on 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd down.
Wants to go up top. Under fire. Here comes the rush, and they've got him wrapped up at the 28.
They got more sacks than a grocery store. Goodness gracious, time and time again, getting to the quarterback, getting him on the ground. This defense having their way.
He hurls one deep down the left side. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers.
You know, it's one thing to take shots early in a game when the defense may not be expecting it, but at this point, 4th quarter, you're trailing by a lot. They know you're going to do it, and the defense was expecting that one. Great job in the back end.
Takes a shot as he lets it go. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch. A bold decision to go for it on 4th down and one that did not pay off. Couldn't ask for better starting field position for this offense. They pull him down after a 4-yard gain down to the 24.
And here's the mindset if you're on offense. 4th quarter, you've got a huge lead. Obviously, you're going to run the football, but just be aware of the clock. You don't want to snap it too quickly. You're probably just doing safe runs inside the tackles like you saw right there. You just got to execute. You got to be aware, but you've got this game in hand so long as you don't turn it over.
And I know you can play the...
That was a beautiful spin. That's worthy of replay. I was like, oh, he's going to get stuffed right there. Boom. Damn.
game situations differently, but I love when you just stay physical. You run the football, you preserve the lead, you got great field position. You're in a great position to salt this clock away and get a W.
They'll try to bully their way for the first. Brought down after keeping those powerful legs moving, getting all he could. He'll be a few inches short.
3rd and 2, trying to be physical, trying to win the battle up front. Almost there, Palmer, just short, 4th and inches.
Yeah, and he was so disappointed he didn't pick up that first.
Wow.
He's looking over to the
I have
sidelines
failed
right now, asking for
on
the ball
3
again.
back-to-back
They
QB
spun
sneaks.
that wheel of fortune on 4th
Today
down
alone.
and come up
Coming into
bankrupt.
the day, I maybe have failed 1 out of 20.
To the ground with the back. They just blew through that offensive line. It's a 4-yard loss.
Yeah, and this offense has to find a way to run the football. They got to get more creative, but whatever that looks like for this offense, something to jumpstart them because nothing really going on the ground.
Yeah, defensively, though, you got to give them credit, too, because they knew that physically they were going to try to be challenged up front. That was a big MO for this offense coming into it. But the defense, they've risen to the occasion. Their front 7 has dominated this entire game.
On 3rd and long, he's going to have to turn one loose downfield. And that one's incomplete. They weren't just trying to move the chains. They were trying to move the scoreboard. Instead, it's 4th down. And the Hilltoppers will send out the punt unit. They may have to pay him overtime. He's punting for the 5th time today. Makes the catch at the 45. That nifty return sets up the offense and negates some of the yardage on the punt. Guys, let's see how it goes this time for the Kent State offense. That last drive was promising at times, but stalled out, and they turned it over on downs, Jesse.
I think they got to do a better job here, just being better early in the downs. On 1st down, finding positive plays.
Yeah, and it's frustrating when you move the football and get stopped on the other side of the field and get no points. But they've had some success, and I like the aggressiveness. They just got to cash some of these drives in.
We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and the clock is definitely on their side. They'll just try to run it out here. On the ground, trying to pull the plug on this clock. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
Well, this running back has had a pretty good day so far in this game, and I think the key right now is for the defense to find a way to slow him down. He had a good run 2 plays ago. The defense gets the TFL on this one. I think you got to change up your fronts defensively and try to give this offensive line different alignment looks to see if they can confuse them.
And this defense continuing to struggle with the passing game. Listen, these offenses are so sophisticated nowadays. They're hard to stop, man. And it's a new one every single week. And I say this game, this defense underperformed. They're better than what they've shown. They've got
What's Hoffman doing in? I said backups.
Still on his feet. He's brought down, but
Damn it, Hoffman, stop sneaking in the games.
really nice job by the offense. Hey, man, trust your guys, right? We got all these analytics on 4th down, say to go for it. They trust the quarterback. He gets it done with the completion and gets the big 1st down.
Leaves it with the running
He'll
back.
catch passes from anyone.
They'll pick up 4, 2nd and 6 coming.
And I'm a fan of this, man. Run the football, eat the clock. We got the lead. This offense has put together a nice day, man. Like, just balance, rhythm, timing, play calling. Everything has worked. That's why they built this lead. They've had a great
All right, first win of the season.
Able to make
It was
the
against
tackle
Western
enough
Kentucky,
before
so.
he gets 5 yards down to the 21. Well, this This one had all the suspense of a bug hurtling his way toward a windshield, and they did splatter them. An absolutely dominating performance.
You got to give the coaching staff a ton of credit. They obviously had their guys ready to play and motivated right from the opening kick. All three phases we saw, just spectacular football. No mental mistakes, David. You really can't play better than that.
Nah, it's really fun to do this. Come out and just dominate opponents. Start from finish. Nothing to worry about. You just know you're better. You're going to do you, put up a bunch of points, and win by a lot of points.
That will put the wrap on things from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis. You've been watching another presentation of EA Sports College
we did
Football.
throw 2 picks, though, so... Yeah, we're going to chalk it up to the rain, because it's very rare for him to throw 2 picks. Harris came out and did what he was supposed to do. Alright, I'm done for the day. Let's just look at recruiting. What's what? Feels nice. We went from like 1-star to 2-star recruits to 3 now, so we're jumping up. Take our championship thing. So this year, I think we can win. 2 sacks. Ooh. Okay. Oh, that... Okay. Well, it is the first week of the season, so it's like no one. Here is a game that's going to be a lot better. And we're at Cincinnati. I can't hard sell yet. I like the way that trophy looks. Oh, it's a 3-way one for 3 teams. That's kind of neat. Notre Dame beat Clemson. By a lot. Alright, Maryland, stay undefeated. I gotta have Maryland undefeated until we play them. That's it for me. Already in year 5. I feel good. I feel good. Alright, that's it for me.